name is Carolin Soldo. Welcome back to my channel with the most powerful business scaling strategies for your powerhouse business. This episode was literally inspired from an episode I just completed for you about how to align with your business. And so I thought, let's talk about how to manifest anything you want. But it's really more about manifesting what you're ready for. Now, let me give you a couple of disclaimers. I'm not a spiritual teacher. I don't believe in one thing or another in particular. I don't think that I know it all. I just want to give you what I feel works for me and what I have seen work for my clients. So I know the woo area and the spiritual, topic can be quite interesting. So don't think that I am a spiritual, guru or anything like that. What I want to do today is just tell you what has worked for me and what I've seen with my own eyes and how I've been able to create a lot of things that I have in my personal life and my business, and what I continue to do in practice to create even more. Before we get started, make sure you hit the bell and you subscribe to our channel so you always know when new episodes become available here every week. Welcome to Powerhouse Business on YouTube. I'm your host, Carolin Soldo. I'm a business owner, business scaling master, and mom of 2 boys. I love thinking big, pushing boundaries, and doing things differently. Most of all, I'm all about achieving massive growth with ease and helping you scale your business by living the life you love. Let's go. Growing up, I was told that there was no God, there was no help, spirituality was bad or even stupid, and we had to work hard, make money, save a lot, and one day retire happily. That was what I was told. And I don't blame my parents, I don't blame my grandparents. That's what they knew and what they had been told by their parents as well. There were a lot of good things coming out of this. I had a great work ethic, I worked hard, I studied a lot, I saved a lot, I was really frugal with my money. I also had big goals and I was really ambitious, but I always felt like it was all on me. I felt like I had to do it. If I wasn't doing it, if I wasn't good enough, if I wasn't smart enough or talented enough or try hard enough, it wasn't going to happen. And it was a really stressful time and a really sort of lonely existence too. And so when I changed my life and I moved to the US and I immigrated to this country and started a whole new life with Boris, my husband, we had kids. Over time, I was looking for more, and I did a lot of personal development and reading and studying and looking at, what's out there. And religion was always really foreign to me. So it wasn't about finding a new religion or a new church to join, so to speak. It was more about really exploring what this world was all about. And when I came across the idea of, the law of attraction and manifesting and spirituality and meditation and peacefulness. And it was, for me, in the beginning, a lot more about dealing with stress, dealing with anxiety, finding a way to be really calm in my business and with my career in our stressful life. And over time, these tools and these practices have shown me that they actually give me the ability to create things. And I can't tell you if it's magic. I'm not saying that things are just given to me. There's no money falling from the sky or cars showing up in my driveway. It's more about manifesting things in a way where you have help from something out there that's bigger than you, right? And it also helps you take a lot more intentional and powerful action. I've also seen this in my clients, and there is a distinct difference between the clients who have a real spiritual side to them and the clients who don't have that spiritual background and believe that they're doing it all on their own. And so the clients who are doing it all on their own, there's a lot of forcing, there is a lot of planning, there is a lot of controlling. Many of them say, I feel stressed, I feel doubtful, I don't know that I can do it, because they believe that it's all on them and they have no help from anything greater, bigger, more powerful. The clients who have that spiritual grounding, which I have too, know that there is a God or a universe or a bigger power, whatever you want to call it, doesn't really matter, that helps them. So they're able to relax into the process, they're able to relax into this flow, trusting that yes, they work hard, and yes, they're excited, and yes, they do the work, but there's a bigger power, there's something more on their side helping them, making things work, aligning things in the background. And that's what I believe in, and that's what I think is a really healthy and good belief for anybody to adapt and practice. So let's talk about how to manifest what you're ready for. And so this is really important. Before we go into it, this is not something where I believe that you can manifest anything you want. Ultimately, you probably can, but I believe that you can only have what you're ready for. And that also has been a really good belief for me, because when I want something that's so big and there's a lot of, not believing it yet, a lot of resistance inside of me, it is too big for me to allow it and to really draw it in and make it happen. And so I find peace of mind knowing that I receive what I'm ready for. And so it takes away the pressure of time, thinking that I need it right now and it needs to be tomorrow, and why is it not here yet, and why is it taking so long? When you believe that you receive what you're ready for, it gives you peace of mind. It makes you feel like it's okay, it's all good. Things take time, and they will show up and they will be coming to me, and I will have them when I'm truly ready for them. So again, that's a really healthy belief for you to, sort of let yourself off the hook and not, stress so much about having it all right now, but really enjoying the journey as well. The first thing I really believe in is clarity and focus. I'm a really big visualizer. I'm really big on creating clarity for myself and my clients as well. So the first thing I will always ask them is, what do you really want? What are your goals? Because one thing I know for a fact is that if you go through life without goals, without knowing what you really want, being really clear about that, you cannot have it and it will never come. On the other hand though, if you want too many things, if you are overloaded with projects and tasks, it's also not good for you, because then you're lacking focus and clarity as well. So I talked to a client recently and she said to me, I have this long list of projects. I'm working on 5 major launches, and there's a book over here. And I'm trying to launch this membership site and have these programs and these clients and massive amounts of stuff on her plate. And what happened is that she could not focus on anything because there was simply too much. So 2 things are really important. Number 1, have 4 or 5 main projects, main goals on your vision board, on your dream board, whatever it is that you use. 4 or 5, not more. And then be really clear as to what it is that you want. What does it look like? What does it feel like, right? Visualize it, daydream about it, and be very, very specific. Because when you have that vision set, you can ground into it. You can use it as an anchor, and that's the first step in manifesting those things as well. The second step in this process is to let it simmer. And I don't know if I heard this term somewhere or if I just made it up, but to me it makes a lot of sense. And so when I have an idea, and you have these ideas and downloads, and you want to do something, or you have a desire for something new, you may not know what it is yet. You may not know how to get there. There's a big distance between you and where this thing is sitting right now. And so I like to tell myself, Carolin, let it simmer. I often tell my clients it's in a crock pot, in a pressure cooker right now. It's like a stew, right? And it takes time. It takes time to boil. It takes time to cook. It takes time to, be born almost. So you can't rush it. If you're trying to rush it, you're creating resistance. You're creating negative emotion around it. You will start to ask yourself how and why and when, and there's a lot of questions in your mind that will, slowly kill the idea and make you feel like, maybe it's not a good idea, maybe I shouldn't want that, maybe this is not for me. So leave it alone. Give it its time, and depending on how big it is and how ready you are for it, that will determine how long it really takes for you to have that clarity and for you to bring this thing into your life as well. The third step in this process is really important, and I talked a lot about this in my video about aligning with your business, and that is the emotion behind it. What I want you to do is really think about the emotion you want to feel associated with the thing or the situation you want to really manifest right now and you want to bring to you. And a good practice here is to literally journal it out and write it down, because there's something about writing it, and handwrite it if you can. Get a journal or a book or something and a nice pen and write about the emotions you want to feel, and make a long list and really sit with that list, and think about emotions that you can really step into right now. And you'll see, as you go through these emotions and you write them down and you start to really think them too, you will begin to feel them. You will begin to, really raise your vibration, raise your emotions, raise how you feel, and start on that path of this emotional journey towards the thing you really want. And again, this will give you power to take action. This will give you the power to make the right decisions, have the right ideas come to you, and maybe you will also be able to draw in the right people, the right situations, the right things, the right scenarios, the right resources, everything you need to, again, take inspired, powerful action towards what you want to manifest and create. The next thing I do once I'm in this emotional state and I know the emotions I want to feel, I begin to align my thoughts. So I begin to think about phrases that I can literally tell myself to snap back into the right state any day or any time I need to. Things are working out for me, right? I will feel elated being on stage. I will feel amazing having new clients. I will be thrilled to create results for people. Whatever it is that you're creating or looking for, write about positive thoughts that are associated with what you want. When you think about your thoughts, it's really interesting, right? It's a really powerful thing. And when you get to that point where you know that you can actually think what you want to think, this is even more empowering. There are so many people out there who are not aware of their thoughts, and they have not really understood that what they think is their decision, and there's always two ways. It's a two-way street, right? To give you an example, technology. A lot of my clients, especially in the beginning, are resisting technology in their online business. So a thought could be, technology is difficult, technology is hard, I will never be able to make it, it's going to be expensive, it's going to take me forever to figure it out, and it will just not work for me. Or you could adopt thoughts that are a lot more positive and say, technology is my helper, technology is my friend, I will have fun figuring it out. It is not expensive, it will free me up, it will give me time. It's going to be easy for me to figure this out, and it will be worth so much when I do. Now, there are two very different emotional states associated with these thoughts, right? And so what you want to realize is that when you know how you want to feel and you choose the right thoughts that are supporting it, and you may not even believe all of these thoughts, but over time you can adapt them or adopt them even more, that's how you get yourself to then take action on the technology, if that's what it is, right? And really move yourself forward powerfully. This leads us nicely to the next step, which is removing resistance. When you become aware of the power of your thoughts and the emotion behind it or associated with it, you can then strategically work on resistance. So you want something, whatever that is, a relationship, a house, a boat, a book, success, a speaking gig, whatever it is, health, right? Maybe you want to overcome a health challenge right now. You know what it is, and you want to get there, and you have to align your thoughts in a positive way towards it. Because if you think you can't have it, it's difficult, it's stressful, it's too expensive, it's never going to happen, it'll take forever, you can't do it, blah, 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 blah. You will not have it. You will not feel good about it, and it's always going to be too far away for it to show up in your life, right? So when you know that you can strategically use your thoughts to get yourself closer to what you really want, then you can also work out the resistance behind it. So whenever you find yourself falling into these negative emotions and not feeling good, and sometimes you can catch yourself, sometimes you cannot, or not as quickly, work on your emotions again. How do you want to feel? Work on better feeling thoughts. Maybe you write down or you get clear on, what have I been feeling? What have I been thinking? Are these thoughts serving me? Are they helpful? Do they feel good? Why am I thinking these thoughts if I really want this over here? How does it make sense? And something I tell myself a lot is if I think all of these negative things, I'm really doing myself a disservice. Because number one, I don't want to feel bad. Number two, I don't want to be doubting myself. I don't want to sit in this, awkward state of resistance. And I really want this thing over here, and I'm not going to let it go. So thinking all this negative stuff and still wanting this is almost like torturing yourself, right? And I don't want to torture myself. I want to feel good, and I want to feel good a majority of the time. And I know it's my job, so I take responsibility for doing that. And how do we do it? By knowing how we want to feel and then reaching for thoughts and ideas in our mind that will help us move closer. And depending on how deep you are in the mud over here, in your resistance and your negative emotion, that depends on how much work is required to get you back out of it. But there's always a way. There's always a way. So work out the resistance when you feel it, and the faster you catch it, the better. The last step in this process is to not worry about the how. This has been the biggest lesson for me and something I still struggle with to this day because of how I was raised. I was raised a planner, someone who needed to know 5 steps ahead because the world is a risky place, because we're alone, there is no religion, no one wants to help us. So I was brought up as someone who was very cautious, I didn't trust people, and I needed to plan every step of the way to make sure nothing bad was going to happen to me. So as a planner and someone who likes to have control and someone who believes that you have to do it all yourself, it's really important to know every step. And then if you don't know a step, if you feel like the how is cloudy and you really don't know certain things and you're in a territory that's new to you, that can cause tremendous issues and resistance and again really keep you from what you really want to manifest. So a big lesson and something I tell myself to this day is that it's not up to me to know it all. I don't have to know it all. I don't have to know right now all the steps to get myself there. I just need to know my best next step, and then my best next step, and my best next step. I almost imagine, you're in a creek somewhere and you're standing on slippery stones, and you can't really see the stones in the water ahead of you. You can only see the next one in front of you. So you step on the next one, and then you see one over there, you step on that one, and you see one over there and you step on that one. The next best step you can always figure out because you can make good decisions, again, based on how certain things feel to you. You're smart, you can research, you can get the resources. So if you just allow yourself to just take the next best step and let go of the how is it all gonna happen, you'll be able to move forward slowly and then quickly, and then you'll reach what you really want to reach and you'll manifest and bring the things to you that you really want. It's an amazing process. And now I want to hear from you. Did this episode serve you? What have you manifested recently, right? How does the manifestation process work for you? What really resonated with you in this episode, and where do you have questions? Down below in the comments, leave me a comment right now and let's have a conversation. Now stay focused on your goals because I believe that your expertise and passions are meant for the world and you're meant to bring them to the people who really need you. I hope this episode served you. I hope it got you into a better feeling state. It gave you new ideas for how to really maintain a strong, powerful focus towards what you want to create, and it's going to turn you into a much more powerful manifester too. If you like this episode, give me a like, subscribe to our channel, maybe share it with your friends, email it to someone, post it on social media. I would love that. And then come back again next week. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Do you often feel stressed and overwhelmed from growing your business? Do you crave more ease and happiness from your success? What if I gave you a tool that has the power to instantly make you feel focused, peaceful, and at ease, all while growing your business faster than ever before. I've created the Business Growth Scorecard that has helped countless businesswomen replace overwhelm with confidence, and now the scorecard is available online. It's free, takes less than 10 minutes, and provides you with a customized growth plan, including your personal scores. Go to businessgrowthscorecard.com to take the test right now. I look forward to helping you grow your business with ease and excellence.